$625 of contributions initially received into his personal account. These are serious errors. It's a fundamental error. It contributed to his overall confusion about the campaign finance reporting requirements, and it's clearly in violation of KRS 121.220 Section 1. With respect to the campaign treasurer's duties, the treasurer, and I would note that Mr. Cheek is his self-appointed campaign treasurer. A treasurer is required under the law to deposit contributions to the campaign account, to keep detailed records of contributions, to monitor compliance with contribution limits, and to make and authorize all expenditures. Any expenditures that exceed $25 need to be made by check, and the treasurer is required to maintain detailed records, including receipts, for a period of 6 years from the date of their last report. As previously noted, Cheek failed to designate and deposit contributions to the campaign account. He's admitted to misplacing one contribution he received after the account was opened and having misplaced records relating to the campaign. Unfortunately, the registry sees these errors all too often, where a candidate attempts to function as his or her own campaign treasurer. In any event, she failed to appropriately discharge duties as a campaign treasurer during the 2014 primary election cycle, in violation of KRS 121.160 Section 2, A, B, and C. Finally, relating to the reporting requirements, KRS 121.180 Section 3A requires all candidates who elect to spend more than $3,000 in any one election to periodically report to the registry all money, loans, or other things of value received from any source and any expenditures authorized, incurred, or made. For these candidates, there are pre-election finance statement reporting requirements and post-election. Cheek's election finance statements filed prior to the primary election failed to account for any funds that he personally contributed to his campaign. I would note that Mr. Cheek spent a significant amount of personal funds on his primary campaign, and because he did not report those funds as contributions to the campaign, just reporting them as expenditures only, his campaign balance is his primary campaign balance is off by $11,919.48. In other words, he spent that much money of his own personal money on the campaign, but he did not report that amount as a contribution. He just reported it in the expenditure column. So that is out of balance. This is a failure to recognize the importance of exact accounting of campaign funds. So it's my recommendation that the registry find probable cause to believe that Cheek, as candidate and treasurer of his campaign fund, violated KRS 121.220 Section 1 by failing to designate a primary campaign depository during the 2014 primary election, that the registry find probable cause to believe that Cheek violated KRS 121.160 2A and C by neglecting to deposit all contributions and to make all expenditures from the campaign fund, and violated KRS 121.160(2)B by failing to keep detailed and exact account of contributions. Finally, he should be found in violation of KRS 121.180(3)A, 3, and 5 for neglecting to report contributions received and for failing to file full, complete, and accurate statements during the 2014 primary campaign. The violations are very serious. They indicate a lack of due diligence and public disclosure that the campaign finance laws are enacted to prevent. And without question, Cheek was confused about the reporting requirements and may even be derelict in his duties as a campaign treasurer. I would note, however, that Mr. Cheek has been completely, he's been completely forthcoming in response to the staff report. He's acknowledged his errors, and for that reason, I think that the case should be referred to the executive director and the general counsel for conciliation, as opposed to a finding of a knowing violation and it being referred for further investigation. He wants to have a chance to do the right thing during the general election cycle. There's no question the violations are very serious, but that would be my recommendation.
Questions for Emily?
One question.
Yes, sir.
You alluded to it, Emily, just now. In your other reports and the recommendations, you make a statement relative to the knowing or unknowing, not knowing. You did not do that here. That helps me in determining intent. If in your analysis of the case, if you say that it was an unknowing or